Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we're taking a look at meme Kombat. Unfortunately, this one is a scam, right? And I'm going to be telling you the reason why. So meme Kombat, what is this all about? Stake, play, and get rewards. Meme Combat is an innovative new gaming platform designed for gaming enthusiasts. From active betting to passive staking, there are rewards for all users. So basically, this one is a scam. If you ever get a project promising some sort of gaming, play to earn, whatever, and they don't even have a trailer, right? They are scammers basically. They are scammers. They just want to money grab, and that money that is coming in, they're just using it for themselves. That's why they are offering staking, because when you stake, you don't realize that you've been scammed, right? You can just imagine if you take 100,000, you put it in the bank, and the bank, let's say they take that money and there's basically no money in the bank. You never realize that you've been scammed unless you go back and say, please, I want my money back. And then that's when they'll say, we don't actually have your money, right? That's what basically happened with some of the banks that have gone belly up, right? There was a bank run and then they don't have anything. But unfortunately for crypto, they just say stake your tokens, and then you stake. And then when you're staked, you don't realize that you have been scammed, right? Because the other question to answer about staking is, for you to actually give rewards when you're staking, you need to have an ecosystem that is generating revenue, and the profits from that revenue being generated is what you're actually giving to the people who are staking. Unfortunately, there is no revenue being generated in this project. They are only begging left, right, and center for investors to throw their money into this scam, right? So why do we call it a scam? Well, if you have a token or a project that is promising some sort of game, right, play to earn and so on, and they don't even have a trailer, right, it's a scam, right? You need to have a trailer, at least the gameplay, what is going on, right? Currently, they're talking about only there are some beta testers. They are the ones who had a sneak peek and all that. If you're an investor, you are buying into this thing, you need to see the trailer before you invest into it, right? Even people who are doing funding, right? You are looking to be, you're approaching venture capitalists, you want to get some funding for a business idea. You need to actually present the idea that you have and what you are doing so far. But these guys, they don't have anything, right? There's absolutely nothing, right? And another red flag is actually their roadmap, right? So let's go to their roadmap. Pre-sale launch Q3 2023, right? So they launched this thing around October, right? Last year, that's when they launched this Q3 2023. Objective: kickstart the Meme Combat project with a token pre-sale. Details: 50% of MK tokens will be available for pre-sale, paving the way for platform's launch, right? So, and then outcome: a successful pre-sale will provide the essential funds and community support required to move forward with the platform's development. So there's no platform. So basically, yeah, what they're saying is we are waiting for investors to just give us all their money. And then when they give us all their money, that's when we are going to start to do something, right? What exactly we are going to do, you just have to find out, right? And then platform launch Q2 2024. Depending on the completed sellout of pre-sale, the platform launch is planned for first quarter 2024. Right? The launch will mark the commencement of Meme Combat's operation, offering users access to battles, staking, and other features. Right? Immediate post-launch. Season 1 will kick off immediately following the platform's launch, featuring battles, leaderboards, and more. Outcome: this season will set the stage for continuous gameplay, attracting players and fostering community engagement. Right? So obviously, you can see here as we have discussed, this thing is designed to actually just pour money into the pre-sale. The guys behind the pre-sale, they are just helping themselves to that money, and they might have some sort of mediocre developed game or whatever, right? That will definitely look like a joke at the end of the day. Hopefully, I am wrong, but I've seen this movie a couple of times, right? Again and again. If you get a project that starts up without even a minimum in MVP, right? that's just a recipe for being scammed your money, right? That's a recipe for being scammed your money. So basically, right, if you want to wise up against the scammers, right, as I've said to other videos, right, you can go and grab yourself the Big Brain Crypto Ego Logbook, right? So this allows you to track pre-sales, right, and wise up against the scammers. You can track up to 70 pre-sales. You've got 2 pages to log data per pre-sale, right? That will help you to wise up against the scammers, right? Link is in the description. So basically, the first page will allow you to log pertinent information regarding the pre-sale. For example, the date you start logging, the top 10 holders percentage, how much are they holding. Once the pre-sale is over, they will actually develop the actual contract. You'll be able to see the top 10, what percentage are they holding, what is the supply, right? As well as other pertinent notes around that's the basic information. And then there's the scam or legit evaluation, right? This is where you start to check, is the team doxed, right? And if they are doxed, is the LinkedIn verified? For example, we know that for this pre-sale, if you go to the team, this is apparently the project leader, the founder, Matt Whiteman, right? I did open up his LinkedIn, and you can kind of like see here, we are seeing Meme Kombat since July 2023, 7 months, right, into the project. And the only thing that I have an issue with this one is that they actually do not have an MVP, right? They don't have a trailer, a sneak peek into the game. They have nothing, right? And already they're talking about they've already raised almost close to $8 million, right? That's crazy, right? You start a pre-sale, you raise 8 million, you don't even have a trailer of what the whole thing is about, right? That's a scam right there. That's a scam. So it allows you to track some of that pertinent information, as well as once the token is actually launched, you can start to track the price movement, right, of the token. And if you decide to actually invest, like I always say, guys, don't buy the pre-sale. If you really want to invest into any of these, wait at least for the launch. The price will be way much cheaper after launch than the current price you buy in the pre-sale. Price always goes down after the pre-sale, right? Even in legit pre-sales, price will always go down. So you can always buy cheaper after they've launched, right? So there's also a section where you can put the amount you've invested, the price you bought, how many tokens you have, and also the profit and loss when you actually decide to sell, as well as record your emotions when you actually make that trade. So that whether it's a good trade or it's a bad trade in the future, you can always reflect to see what caused me to make that terrible trade or that great trade, right? Or that great investment, right? And also at the bottom, you've got some notes you can add around your investment into the project. And the page 2, these are the ego notes. This is where you just jot down interesting things in the project, things being mentioned on Twitter, Telegram, right? Just basic news articles coming up, right? And also, this is very important. This is one of the things that you help you to actually identify the next Pepe or the next big project, adoption tracking. All the projects that reach Pepe levels or Shiba Inu in the past is because they have huge, massive adoption, right? And one way to track adoption is to track the number of people following the project on X or Telegram. So if you see these numbers growing drastically, like really crazy, that just signifies that whatever project that is, right, is going to be extremely popular, and all exchanges are going to be listing it all the way to Binance. And that can be a good indication that this a certain project, right, is going to reach Pepe levels or Shiba Inu levels, right, so that you can get in early. But at least it needs to be after the pre-sale, because a lot of scammy things just happens during the pre-sale. So this is my evaluation for this one. Just let me know, what do you think? Do you think that I'm wrong, right? For me, the fact that they don't have even a trailer, there's nothing, and they claim to have raised 8 million with no trailer. The only thing that they cry about or is all about stake your tokens. Because remember, when you stake your tokens, the reason why this scammer say stake your tokens is because when you are staked, you don't realize that you've been scammed, right? So after 6 months, a year passes, right? Nothing really happens in the project. Everything just starts to die down. If people are just losing interest, so it's like a slow scam, right? That's how the scams have actually evolved. I'm going to be doing a video on the channel which actually shows how scams have evolved from when I started covering these scams way back in 2021, right, until now. Scams have evolved quite a bit, and they are becoming more and more sophisticated, more intelligent, right, than the way that they used to do it back in the day. So be extremely careful out there. I wouldn't buy this thing, right? After it launches, maybe there might be some price movement. I might trade the token, but definitely I'm not going to buy the pre-sale, right? When an MVP is released or a trailer, and maybe I'm going to do an updated video to check out whether I can reevaluate, right, my verdict for this one. But currently, I'm going to just log this one as a scam. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.